friends, hello everyone. My name is Panasyuk and I'm still traveling to tropical islands in search of new adventures with elements of fishing, hunting, spearfishing, and bushcraft. Good morning, friends. And today is the 10th day that I am alone on a completely uninhabited island. And I am testing myself in survival conditions. In the last episode, to get food, I only used a spear, but today, I want to use a crossbow. I put on a mask and snorkel, took the crossbow in my hands, and dived underwater. I lay down near a coral reef and tried to stay as still as possible. A whole school of coral fish swam out in front of me. I chose the largest one, aimed and fired. Got it. Success. I managed to catch a prey. Very good size. Just look at its mouth. With a knife, I immediately put the caught fish to sleep, so it wouldn't attract sharks. I pulled a rescue buoy towards me and fixed the caught fish on it to keep it away from me in case of a shark attack. Very scary teeth. This fish uses them to get its food. These teeth crack open small mollusks and crustaceans. Fishing and spearfishing have always been more than a hobby for me. Spearfishing gives me something special, a sense of complete unity with nature, and incredible adrenaline. However, the risk of spearfishing alone must be taken into account. Every time I go into the depths of the ocean, I realize I am alone with my strength and natural factors. There is no way to rely on anyone's help or support, and this requires maximum attention and caution from me. But despite all the risks, the underwater world of the ocean is simply a magical place, full of beauty and amazing creatures. Surrounded by blue expanses, I saw sharks. I saw dolphins and elegant giant sea turtles. Every coral is a unique creation of nature. However, our familiar underwater world is far from fully studied. We are still very far from understanding all its secrets and mysteries. Here, where I'm spearfishing, I realize that I am just a small dot in the ocean, observing only a fraction of what lies in the depths. For me, spearfishing is not only about risk and the magnificence of nature, but also a way to dive into myself. So in reality, during spearfishing, the moment of catching a fish is not the most important. But in the case of survival on the island, it is very important. Fish caught. I can return to the shore. Did you know that some species of sea turtles can travel great distances using the Earth's magnetic fields for navigation? This incredible ability allows them to find their way back to native beaches to lay eggs. Even if the turtle has spent years in the open ocean, it will definitely find its way home. Scientists believe that turtles use tiny magnetite crystals in their brains, like a compass. This amazing phenomenon gives turtles an extra level of navigation. In the vast expanses of the world ocean, such an amazing ability of sea turtles I am very hungry already. So first of all, I will make a fire and cook the fish. It's time to prepare the catch. But this time I will cook it in a special way. First of all, I need to clean the fish and make a fire. With a knife, I first cut off the head. I'll use it as bait for a crab trap. Then I gutted the fish and thoroughly cleaned it of scales. And when I started cutting the fish into pieces, I noticed that this fish has blue bones. Why is that so? This feature is due to the presence of a large amount of green pigment biliverdin in its skeleton. A special bile pigment, a product of metabolism. It is what colors the bones and internal organs, but eating such fish is safe. It is absolutely harmless. I cleaned the fish and cut it into pieces. Put it all in a coconut bowl. Now the pieces of fish need to be well salted and sprinkled with black pepper on top. Well, now I generously sprinkle the fish with corn breadcrumbs on top to get a crispy crust, and the meat inside was juicy and tender. I mix everything well and add more corn breadcrumbs. Each piece of fish should be well coated with corn breadcrumbs. Well, now I need to make a fire. With stones, I will lay out a small grill where it will be convenient to put my pot. I'll break some dry branches and make a fire. To make the fire, I used the primitive technique of rotating a stick. I showed you this technique in previous videos. The fire is lit. Now I put the pot on the grill and pour sunflower oil into it. Well, now we need the oil to boil. The process needs to be monitored and gradually add small branches. The fire should not be very big, but at the same time, we need to catch the moment. The oil should boil. In just 5 minutes, the oil boiled, and now I throw the pieces of fish in there. Friends, I'll let you in on a little secret. This time, on the uninhabited island, I really wanted to cook crispy squid rings. Last time when I was surviving, on Shark Island I managed to catch squids, and this time I also thought I could catch them, cut into pieces and fry them in cornbread crumbs in oil. But I couldn't catch the squids, so I decided to use these ingredients to cook the fish. I gathered some more dry branches, placed them under the pot so the oil would keep boiling. And while my fish is cooking, I'll go wash the dishes. I will put the cooked fish in this coconut bowl. Just look at how appetizing it looks. I can't wait to try this fish. It's a pity I couldn't catch squids, but I will definitely cook such a dish again. And for now, I will enjoy what I managed to catch today. After another 7 minutes, the fish was ready. With a knife, I take the pieces out onto the plate. The fish is well fried, falling apart. I want it in this breading. I wanted in this breading to cook squid rings. But since I don't see squids yet, I'll cook the fish like this. I took a little for cooking. To have some variety, not only on coals or in boiling water. So I took salt, pepper, I took cornmeal for breading. I took sunflower oil. But it was all for squid rings. But for now they are not here. Let's see, maybe I will still manage to catch them. The dish is cooling down. Already can't wait to try. Well, while the fish is cooling down, I need to wash the dishes. The pot from the fat will be very difficult to wash without special detergent. So I use sand for this, but with sand you can only wash those dishes that don't have some kind of non-stick coating. Because in this way you can only spoil your dishes. Well friends, let's try what we got. Look at how beautiful the fish is. Of course, it's delicious. And the seasonings and salt. The meat is so tender. Well, I thought the fish would be crispy, but it's not crispy, but juicy inside. And also interesting that this fish has blue bones. It turned out very tasty. And a full portion, a whole plate of meat. This head will serve as bait for the crab trap. I'll throw it inside and set the trap there near the place where there were many holes in the ground. Let's try to catch crabs. I put the fish head in the trap. And I also had some leftovers from the previous fish. I added them to the trap too, and went to look for holes in the ground where land crabs should live. Here, friends, are a lot of these holes. Look, I don't know if they are crabs or not, but periodically look, right here, big burrows. Look here. Here. A lot. Well, let's see. I don't know. I'll leave the trap here for the night or something. Where under the bush, I'll just leave the trap. Because I would like somewhere closer to the water. But it will be the same story again. So for a change, I'll put it here on land near the big burrows. Maybe there are some land crabs here. I will go fishing in the morning and check. Well, the trap is set. And we can return to the camp. And tomorrow morning we'll check. Well, leave your predictions in the comments below the video. Will I catch something in this trap or not? Night fell and I made a fire near my camp, and a little later I went to sleep. We went through the cut. We'll check the crab trap at the same time. Look at the tracks. And these are not mine. So friends, place your bets. Did something get caught in the crab trap or not? Yes, I was right. Look, there is a mangrove crab here. It's running around. Alright, I don't have time to deal with you right now. Stay here. Maybe someone else will climb in with you for company. And I went to catch fish. Early in the morning, I started fishing. As usual, I was aiming for the sea monster, hoping to catch another trophy. For this, I used the most powerful rod I have in my arsenal, and the largest sea reel, and I chose the biggest baits. But despite the large size of the baits almost every cast, I noticed the activity of rather small fish. My bait attracted the attention of small trevallies, and that means I have a chance to lure out a bigger fish. A small shark just swam by, twice the size of my bait. I've already caught a shark, but this time I wanted to catch a big GT, a large trevally. This fish is a desirable trophy for an angler. One interesting fact about it is its ability to communicate through sounds. Trevally use special muscles in their swim bladder to produce a sound that resembles crackling or crunching. This sound is created by the rapid contraction and expansion of the muscles. These sound waves are then transmitted through the water. Trevally create these sounds to mark territory or warn of possible danger. Additionally, trevally can use this sound to coordinate hunting with other fish. This allows them to catch more prey using a collective strategy. This interesting fact once again highlights the diversity and amazing adaptations that can be found in the marine life world. Friends, while I returned from fishing, the crab escaped. Oh, what a trickster. Well, I'll leave the bait for him. I have food, so I'll leave the bait for the crabs. Let them finish it. And if I need more crabs, I'll catch them near the rocks. And they are tasty. This is already proven. And these, catching those crabs is easy, and they are tasty. This is already proven. And these land crabs have a very hard shell, and not much meat, so I wasn't too upset. With a spear it will be much easier to catch more of them. Let's go. I've already made a small trail here. And look at how the turtle trampled at night. And there she went into the bushes. But I checked this morning, she's not there anymore. Maybe she crawled further, or she went into the water. Now I'll go to the ocean. Her tracks will be visible on the sand. If there are tracks, then she has already gone into the water. If there are no tracks, then she is still laying eggs there in the bushes. Alright, but I don't see the turtle tracks. So she's probably still somewhere here in the bushes, hiding from the scorching sun in the shade. Otherwise, her tracks would be visible on the sand. Friends, thank you very much for watching. If you liked this series, only then give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And as soon as this series gets 15,000 likes, I'll immediately publish the continuation. Bye everyone.